This week, for older homeowners who are considering remaining in their home indefinitely, here's a question they don't hear nearly enough. Think 10 or 20 years ahead. Why? We'll get into all the details. We'll do that right after this short message from our sponsor.
Liberty Reverse wants to help you grow your reverse mortgage business with our proprietary Equity IQ product suite. Equity IQ gives your borrowers access to more funds, lowers their upfront costs, and expands eligibility for home purchases. Learn more at partners.libertyreversemortgage.com today. This ad is intended for mortgage professionals only and is not a consumer solicitation. PHH Mortgage, doing business as Liberty Reverse Mortgage, is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 2726.
Thank you for joining us. A recent piece from the Chattanooga Times Free Press challenges how homeowners are approaching downsizing, and it argues that the decision is not just about today's finances, but where life may be likely headed decades from now. The article makes a simple but powerful point. Many homeowners postpone downsizing because they feel comfortable right now. And there's a real attachment to the home and the memories that it holds. But the real issue is not how the home fits the potential borrower's life today. It's whether it's going to be a suitable place to age in place later. As one expert put it, you have to think 20 years ahead. And for some homeowners, that realization has hit home. Take Darlene Gray. She has lived on the same property in Delano, Tennessee for more than 3 decades. The Times Free Press reports that after her husband passed, she stayed on the farm for 17 years, doing everything that she could to maintain it. But over time, the reality began to sink in. As she described it, 38 acres, 2 homes, a giant out barn, organic fields, and 17 acres of hardwoods. I tried my best to maintain it, but it's very costly to pay people to work on farms, and it's isolated. That's not good for me at my age. Because what had once represented independence and space and lifestyle for her eventually became a financial liability, isolating her from family and needed services. And that's when the decision became clear. As Gray put it plainly, I need to be in a one-level home. It's time. When reverse mortgage professionals begin considering a potential borrower's home through that lens, the conversation shifts from preference to future practicality. A multi-story home, ongoing maintenance, distance from healthcare, or even isolation can all become real challenges over time. What once felt like the perfect home can gradually become harder to maintain and manage, and in some cases, limiting. And that's particularly true for those who have limited mobility, who would struggle to get to their upstairs bedrooms. Darlene Gray is not alone. According to the National Association of Realtors 2025 profile of home buyers and sellers, the median age of repeat buyers is now 62, a record high. Nearly half, 49% of all home buyers in 2025 were over the age of 60. And that tells us something important. This is not an aberration, it's a growing market trend. Now, these points directly relate to the usefulness of the HECM for purchase. Then CBS News recently reported that more older homeowners are now rethinking their long-term housing decisions, not because they want to, but because they have to. Rising maintenance costs, insurance, property taxes, and also access to care are now becoming increasingly felt by older homeowners. One advisor quoted in CBS put it this way: "The home you've loved at 60 may not serve you well at 80. And this is where reverse mortgage professionals, you have an opportunity, but perhaps a responsibility. Yes, it is a very sensitive conversation to broach. We're not just talking about a financial product such as a reverse mortgage, a HECM, or an equity loan. We're talking about someone's home, their identity, their memories, and their independence. And if you push too hard, you risk shutting down that conversation completely. However, if you do avoid the conversation completely, then you may be doing them a disservice in the long term. All which begs the question, how do you open this door without tanking the sale? It begins with better questions, not sales questions, life questions. Questions such as, how do you see this home working for you in 10 or 15 years from now? Or what parts of the home are the easiest for you today, and what parts might become more of a challenge over time? Pause and let them think about it for a moment. It shows that you care about their long-term success in the home. You're not telling them that they need to move. What you're doing is you're allowing the homeowner or potential borrower to arrive at their own conclusion, because often the most powerful moment in those conversations is not what you say, it's the pause after the question. In many situations, selling the property and repositioning into a more suitable home can still eliminate a required monthly mortgage payment by using the HECM for purchase. Because at the end of the day, your goal as a reverse mortgage professional is not just to make a sale, it's to help the homeowner make a decision that will make sense 10, 15, or even 20 years from now. And that, perhaps, is a conversation that our industry needs to have more often. What are your thoughts? Have you broached this topic with potential reverse mortgage borrowers? And if you have, how did you break into that difficult conversation? You can comment below and let us know. And also, if you'd be so kind as to share this video on your LinkedIn network, thank you for those of you that do that each week. We have a YouTube channel. If you found any value in today's episode, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. That way you never miss any of our latest content. And if you want to catch up on your reverse mortgage news, it's just as simple as hitting play. That is HECM World Weekly, our weekly podcast. We have both an audio and video edition. Listeners can listen and subscribe on Apple Music and Spotify. Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to return next week for more reverse mortgage news, commentary, and analysis you'll only find, yes, right here at HECM World. Have a great week.